It's currently spring. I've always loved this season. The way the yellow of the sun is so bright it almost consumes you. I haven't wanted to write lately. I've been immensely happy, and writing isn't something that comes easily when I'm happy. When I first started writing, it was because I couldn't explain to the people hurting me how they were hurting me. Yet now, no one is hurting me. And I know, I should say that with the biggest smile on my face. I should scream it from the mountains. I've survived the pain. But no one ever shakes that fear. I've lived in a state of do what needs to be done since I can recall. I remember high school, when I worked at the park where the kids threw funnel cakes at their dads and the moms trying to figure out napkin distribution. I remember the bus rides home, how the bus driver knew me by name and the sound of my sniffling in the back of the bus at 11:34 p.m. every Thursday night. I see myself in so much pain, which makes it so hard to write about the moments when my laugh sounded like the color of redwood trees. I want to write about it though. So here goes nothing. 1. Back in 2019, I accepted the fact that I was non-monogamous, which, let me tell you, has made love so much more accessible to me, without fear clouding every thought. 2. I've fallen in love at least 20,000 times in the last 6 months, which I know sounds dramatic, but if you could hear how fast my heartbeat gets when I think solely of a moment where love was effortless, you'd understand. 3. I've survived suicide twice in the same year. I wonder if you know how it felt for me to write that down. If you do, I love you. If you don't, I still love you. 4. In December a few years back, I went to see Christmas lights with a soul that reminded me what Christmas was always supposed to feel like. My heart grew 3 inches that night. 5. I went to an LA Sparks game once and held hands with someone whose smile could stop even the moon in its orbit. 6. 6. I performed my poetry more times in the last year than I have fingers and toes on my body. If I could go back to that little 16-year-old who was always so afraid to simply speak, their tongues always the biggest pill to swallow, I'd tell them, my love, feel this. Say it as loudly as you can. Why are you letting their fears rule yours? Live. Keep living. They'll start to listen soon, I promise. 7. As morbid as this is gonna sound, I've been thinking about death so often lately. I mean, it makes sense, it's usually all around me, but I'm thinking about it in grief. Wondering if it'll pass soon. 8. I've recently let go of someone incredibly important. Let go of a piece of myself as well. I found so many more hidden parts though. I'm gonna invite them in. Let the love live here. Let myself feel it. 9. I want you to stop feeling bad for what you can't control. Do you think a beaver throws a fit every time their dam breaks? Or do they build another? Go build another, my love. 10. It's springtime. I've always loved this season. It's time to let the sun consume me.
Ooh.